So the question comes to, should you approach every stranger? You're probably trying to cold approach. Whatever your intention might be, you certainly want to try to talk to strangers. I was trying to talk to strangers for the last week, and I have some results and some facts that I want to show you. There are some key aspects in making friends with strangers, and I would want to list out 3 problems because of which you cannot talk to strangers and you cannot make friends with them. You see, nowadays people have adapted to not giving a fuck about strangers. People have adapted to being in their phones. Some percentage will always have AirPods in their ears. And so people have adapted to not talking to strangers and not being used to it. So if you try to talk to a stranger, 80% of them won't give you a response, not even eye contact, especially girls. Another thing I noticed was, if you and the stranger don't have anything in common, for example, and you don't know anything about him that he likes, for example, he is into rock climbing and you don't know anything about rock climbing, then your conversation won't feel authentic. It will feel fake, and he will know that. Like, for example, I've tried to do this. I've tried to bump into strangers. I said, hello, hey, how are you doing? And after that, I was just asking him, what town are you from? What's the thing you like here? But it felt like inauthentic of me. It felt like the conversation was absolutely dull. Like it had no core in there. It was just feeling like it's a shell. Now, what can you do for making friends with strangers? So what you have to do is, if you don't have a high sexual market value, like you don't have an aesthetic body, you don't have good money, good game, and you don't have good habits, you don't have status, you have lower sexual market value, if you're playing video games, junk food, porn, and things like that, bad habits, weed, alcohol, then your sexual market value will go down and down and down. So if you have a low sexual market value, increase that first. And another step is you have to read How to Win Friends and Influence People. That's a great book, and I suggest you read 1 chapter a day and implement it throughout the day.